Hey everybody, this is Christopher with Furfur Farms, and I just wanted to take a minute to say that one of the best things about Florida and gardening in Florida is that we only get a very brief winter here, if we get any winter at all, and that allows for you to grow food year round. And there's nothing that I can imagine better than walking out to your garden and just eating what you want when you want it. This is all arugula. I love arugula. Got a nice spicy kick to it. And this whole bed is all arugula. And I can come out here anytime I want and grab some. Maybe I'll want an eggplant. Ooh, I can come get one anytime I want. And you can actually eat this raw. There's so many things that will grow here pretty much year round. Some things don't grow as well in the heat, but I've learned a few tricks that I'm going to tell you about. These tomatoes look really good. All of these tomatoes in here look really good. We're starting to get some red ones. I don't know if you can see those in there, but these are the cherry tomatoes, and there's a couple of red ones in there. And it's just nice to be able to come out and pick one and eat it anytime you want. You got to use these in Florida because the hornworms, the little moths, they'll come in there and they'll lay their eggs, and the larvae would tear up your tomatoes. But always plant basil with your tomato in the same bed because it will actually deter some pests. But this tomato bed here is literally going berserk. I mean, it is literally going berserk. We're getting a whole lot of tomatoes in there, and notice there's basil in there as well. Huge basil leaves. Now this is one of the things that I wanted you guys to partake of with me as I harvest something that I've been waiting on for a while. Now, I don't know how many of you love zucchini, but I love zucchini, and some people like it young. They say that it's softer, it tastes better for some reason, but I like to let them get like anywhere from 12 to 18 inches, before I harvest them. And here is the zucchini bed, and I'd like for you to take a gander at this zucchini. Can you see that? Is that not one of the biggest zucchinis you've ever seen? We're going to harvest it today. Look at that. That has got to be one of the biggest zucchinis I've ever seen in my life. Oops, I dropped you. Sorry about that. But good Lord, do you see that? And this you can get pretty much all year in Florida. That's ridiculous. So one bed you can get quite a bit. Like this one plant over here, it's got another one there. There's another one there. And like some plants will do multiples of these at a time, and it's really ridiculous how big they get. But another thing that will grow here all year round, and you can get a ton of, is peppers. Peppers grow really, really well in the heat. Mint will grow really well in the heat. But peppers all year round, you can get a ton of peppers. Almost all peppers, bell peppers, spicy peppers. We've had reapers, ghost peppers, Trinidad scorpions, jalapenos, poblanos, all the hottest peppers. They grow year round and like really, really well. One of the things that I have not had a lot of success with up until recently, when I kind of discovered a new strategy for how to grow some things that people say doesn't grow really well in Florida. I've always had a lot of people say, well, you can grow kale here. It grows great in the wintertime, but it won't grow really well in the summer, in the heat, because a lot of the brassicas don't like the heat, or so some people tend to think. What I've discovered is that actually they love the heat. They don't like drying out. And so what I discovered is that you can get kale this beautiful In the middle of the heat, it was 95 degrees today. None of it's drying out. It will grow in the summer here with no problem whatsoever. If you water it 5, maybe 6 times a day. So instead of soaking it once a day, or maybe doing it in the morning and at night, it has to receive water throughout the day during the 95-degree sun in the top of the sky heat that Florida will, destroy brassicas with. So what I did was you run your irrigation, if you have it, to the center of your bed and low enough so that it gets all of the soil, but it doesn't get of the brassicas. And it's the same thing with the peppers. See over here, there's one sprinkler in the middle of the bed, and it reaches all the plants and gets them all wet, but without hitting the leaves. And then bam, you get beautiful habaneros. And you just water them about 5-6 times a day. I have mine set on every 2.5 hours. It gets a little 4-minute spritz that gets all the soil pretty much moist, and everything is loving it. So that's my new way to grow pretty much anything in Florida that a lot of people say won't grow well here in the heat and in the summer. Now these, I need to clip these because they're all bolting just a little bit, but we'll get to that. Probably after I get done with this video, I'll make sure I get all these clipped so they won't bolt. But this is Thai basil, and a lot of people don't like to grow basil, or don't think that it can grow really well in the super heat of Florida. Well, I'm here to tell you that these are all doing lovely. Look at those beautiful leaves. They're in 95 degrees, pretty much. They're getting about, 12 hours of straight direct sun a day, and they're all lovely and beautiful. Broccoli, same thing. These are kind of brassica leafy, and we're getting broccoli. All of the leaves are beautiful because they're getting watered several times a day, and they're loving it. Now, look at what we got climbing up the fence. Have you ever heard of red Malabar spinach? This is red Malabar spinach. It's really from Africa and parts of Asia, I believe, where they grow it at, but it is absolutely delicious. I can't waste that leaf. I dropped it, but this is really, really good. Sorry, messed the camera up. So I'm gonna eat that. I'm telling you, red Malabar spinach, if you haven't found it or ever tasted it, it's used a lot in more like Middle Eastern, African kind of Asian dishes and stuff, but try it and you will absolutely love it. If you can't find seeds for it, I found our seeds for it on Native Seed Keepers Alliance.org, or either Alliance of Native Seed Keepers or Native Seed Keepers Alliance.org. It's one of those two. But if you just Google that, you'll find it. And they have seeds for all of these different plants that you can't find anywhere. Even these loofahs. So these are loofah plants here, and they will grow actual loofah gourds that you can dry out and slice and make your own loofahs. And I got those off of that site as well. They have a ton of different things. I mean, every kind of tomato that you've never heard of, every kind of squash, all of these different, we even have some Turkish eggplant growing that's shaped like a pumpkin, and I can't wait to try it out. We even have, there's some strawberries growing. And best of all, no pesticides. Beautiful. Oh God, that's sweet. Now, as I happen to be out here in the garden, I just came out here in one of those moments when the watering is going to take place. It just kicked on, and so as you can see, it just waters it like this right here, and it'll stay on for about maybe 3 minutes, 4 minutes. It'll turn off, come back on in about another 2.5 to 3 hours. And as long as you keep that in rotation, you can grow pretty much anything in Florida year round. We're doing it, so I know it can be done. Highly recommend really good organic soil mixed with some really good compost, because plants love that. But don't ever let anybody in Florida year round, because All of these zucchinis are doing really, really well. We've got a lot of different things growing in the garden right now, and I'm just really, really happy that I get to walk outside, pick a tomato, and eat it. And I don't on it. I don't have to worry about any glyphosate. I don't have to worry about any dirty hands touching it that I didn't want touching it. I mean, I don't even honestly wash my fruit off half the time, or when I pick things out of the garden, I don't even really wash them most of the time. I just come out here, I pick it, and I eat it. Another thing that's really difficult to grow in high heat is peas. But as you can see, these pea plants are thriving in this heat, 96 degrees all day long, but they're getting a constant water source. All those peppers are growing now too, but this is just a constant water source, so they will grow lovely here. Anything you want to grow here, you can. You just have to invest a little time, maybe a little money, or whatever it takes for you to get your irrigation routed to every single bed so that, you know, they're getting a constant supply of water and you can grow anything here. So just wanted to give you guys a little tip on some things that make me feel happy every day, you know. And I hope that you're able to get your garden the way you want it to be and come outside and eat every day. And I didn't even mention the mulberry trees that put out like 2 pounds a day from 3 small trees. Like, you know, it was ridiculous how many mulberries we were getting every day. But those are not, they don't fruit like 24/7 all year round, but they have their season. So they fruited. I hope they fruit again this year. But everything else in the garden is just looking really good, and I'm just really happy. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you have an amazing day. Keep growing and eat life.